sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Hoosier State, where Colts fans rise to their feet with the striking of the anvil as it is time for football here at Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indy. Today we've got a fun AFC matchup on tap, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Indianapolis Colts.
2026 Indianapolis Colts.
Just about set for football. Blake Groupie is ready to get us started. And we are underway from Indianapolis. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Time to see what Patrick Mahomes can do here with his first possession. The quarterback out of Texas Tech getting set to lead this KC Chiefs offense.
And simply put, for many, he's the gold standard for quarterbacks in today's NFL because of his ability to create, find the open man, use all the different arm angles that he has. He's a complete package, and boy, his team loves to play around him.
Mahomes not wasting time. He'll throw. And he'll find Hall. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right away, they rack up 10 yards on their first play from scrimmage.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we want to say? Get those backs into space, right? They were able to do that there. Nice pick up on first down. Just when you want our first down run, call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Here's Hall again. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Now here's Mahomes. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big play that time on the catch and run. 36 yards.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
Throw left side complete. That's Rice. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Mahomes going to throw. He dumps this one off here to Hall. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Breece Hall from 6 yards away. And the Chiefs get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Well, CD, you know he's got great options at wide receiver, tight end, but there he looks to the backfield, and it results in a touchdown.
I love how you laid that out. So many options. You maybe forget about some of the ones that you should be covering. And they made them pay with that one, didn't they? You forget about the guys in the backfield, they're eligible too.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it was capped off by a touchdown pass to Breece Hall. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Colts ready to go to work here offensively, and it is Phillip Rivers, their veteran quarterback and longtime Charger, who will be under center.
His ability to adjust on the fly is almost unmatched in the game right now because it leads to a couple of snaps per game where you just sit back and ask yourself, how did he pull that off? Opponents can practice and prepare each and every week all they want, but this guy, he is hard to corral.
On play action, Rivers. He'll get this one to Pittman. A gain of 3 on the play. And that will bring up second down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown in the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time, either equal or trying to get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Rivers from the gun on third down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Play action now. Rivers. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
2nd and 10. Quick throw into the hands of Pittman. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That one goes for 8 yards. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. It's one of the better coaches in the league always tells me. On offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. But here the body blow.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. Everybody was coming on the blitz that time, and they got home.
And you know the expression, hat on a hat, in terms of blocking, trying to keep your quarterback protected? Well, if you don't have enough hats, that's the end result. Your quarterback goes down, and sometimes he goes down hard.
Snap your Bibles, then rock with it. Do it, do it, do it, do it, go drop with it. Do a step with it, put your hips with it. All my ladies, let me see you.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. From the gun, Rivers. The toss here completed to Pittman. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
On 4th down, on his groupie to try the field goal. from the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
So after the field goal, back out is Groupie to send this one away. Able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Oh, boy, partner, did that just happen? I've got my hand over my eyes right now because, like him, it's going to haunt my dreams, too. He was wide open. How did he overthrow him there?
Defensively, just very lucky. You know that they got away with one there. Looking to throw is Mahomes. That's caught. It's Xavier Worthy. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive. He comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him. And I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw. They went through 2-minute drills. They went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 2. They go play action. Now Mahomes. That ball caught. It's Rice. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 44-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Throwing now is Mahomes. And check down, complete to Hall. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Back to the ground with Hall. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off. A pretty decent gain.
Brings up 3rd and
4. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Now Mahomes. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 22-yard line. To throw, it's Mahomes. That is pulled in by a diving Kelsey. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
Here's Mahomes to throw. This pass out wide to Hall. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter. As they come up now, second and goal. Mahomes now to throw. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. They'll look to throw again. They'll set up the screen for Hall. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown.
Touchdown, Kansas
Brees
City.
Hall with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Chiefs are able to add on to that lead. So they've had 2 drives, and he's had the 2 receiving touchdowns.
And how about a game plan where you decide to force feed or feature someone, and it works? First 2 drives, as you noted, end up in touchdown passes. I think they're going to keep going to him until the defense makes any kind of an adjustment.
Butker now to add the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
The score, Chiefs 14.
So that one a long 11-play drive. And it was capped off by a touchdown pass to Brees Hall. The touchdown. Here's Butker on to kick it away. And able to get this out to the 25. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. Rivers. Connecting here with Pittman on the out route. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
They'd love to just straight back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Rivers now. That's caught. It's Josh Downs. Go down as a gain of 6. And 3rd and 1 now.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game. But they pick it up on 3rd and 1 on the quarterback sneak, and that's not easily done because there are extra bodies in there on the defensive side, and they're moving forward at the snap.
Yeah, I was certainly expecting a handoff, weren't you?
Yeah, I totally was. I thought they'd go with a back, maybe try and get a lead blocker in front. But as you talk about in different games, those guys with confidence in their offensive line, they just want to move forward and get it.
He was
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
6-yard pickup.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
Rivers to throw it. And this taken in by Downs. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver trying to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Well, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Offense is moving it a little bit, held back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Rivers. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 33. A gain there of 21 yards.
I should probably stop their head, boy, because I got other heads, boy.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory, down at the 33. Rivers going to give this one to Taylor. Taken down at the 30.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's 2nd and 7. Rivers. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. To throw, Rivers. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
On 4th down, on his groupie to try the field goal. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And he missed it. It's no good. And they will remain 2 scores down as the difference holds at 11. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
So the long field goal misses, and now the reverse. You're in a tough spot defensively. They'll start the drive at the 43. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. 2nd down.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
Ball again on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Kansas City.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Rice. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's second down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelce. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. From the 23, here's 2nd and a couple. Now Gray. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The offense on 3rd down tonight, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. Here it's 3rd and 2. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Quiddy Pay getting in there and burying him behind the line.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. So on 4th down, the home's off. Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. Butker's kick here is good. And they will stretch the lead down to 17-3. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Now Rivers. This pass left side to Downs. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing, Rivers. Over the middle, hauled in by Pierce. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And it'll be 2nd and a couple.
My next teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, You really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. A short one there, caught by Warren. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
So the 43-yard line.
A gain of 5. And it's 2nd down.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Rivers again. That one finds Pierce right side. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 32-yard line.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the 1st down.
A short one there, caught by Warren. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
They'll set up the screen to Taylor. Only 3 there on the screen at 2nd down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Not even a little bit. Oh, Lord. Know yourself. Know your worth. My actions being louder than my words. How you sold, but still sold down to earth.
So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On play action, Rivers. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. And that sack leaves Rivers and the Colts with a 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Got a man, it's Pittman, and he hooks it in for the Colts touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Colts get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Until that late score here in the 2nd quarter, they only had the field goal, so that's just big to see that football get into the end zone.
Yeah, when you look at the scoreboard now, nothing seems out of reach. They've been outplayed in the first half, but when the clock hits zeros as they head into the half, you know what I do as a head coach?
What?
I tell my team to sprint to the locker room to show that we've got the momentum and show that we're right back in this game.
Grupe able to add the PAT. And that slices the lead down to 17-10.
Colts 10.
After the touchdown, here's Grupe to kick this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Chiefs going to go back on offense one final time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Clock at 20 seconds to go in the half as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And that's going to be a Chiefs first down as he gets it up past the 35.
A gain of 12 yards. That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10 at the 36.
Halftime coming up. Let's get you down to Orlando and our buddy Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scott, we thank you as always, and we'll see what happens here in the second half. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out with the victory. One touchdown is the difference. 17-10 our score, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Colts going to take over on offense to begin this third quarter. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lane. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That's a wide out. When you take that handoff and you come around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. Here's Rivers. Now he'll tuck this and run. Now he's loose at the 40. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
39 yards. And the Colts, first down. First and 10.
I am willing to bet that he got a monster grin on his face when he saw what was happening. Man covers were so committed to denying a big throw that it pulled attention away from him, and he had an easy lane to hit, and hit it he did.
First and 10, Taylor now. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. Between the last two plays, they moved it over half the length of the football field.
First down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him. Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes a defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
They'll try to throw here. Rivers eyes the crossing route, and he finds Pittman. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
They'll try to run it in with a duel. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
When trying to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. From the gun, Rivers. He'll try and do this himself. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Phillip Rivers, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Colts are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
I'd have to say we're all a little bit surprised there because at his age, with his speed, or should I say lack thereof, the only rushing touchdowns I would expect are quarterback sneaks, but here he found all of his guys covered. He said, why not? And by the way, if that doesn't fire up your team to see the veteran like that risking his body for the touchdown, I don't know what will.
Here's Groupie for the PAT. And he gets it to go, and we're all even, 17 apiece.
That ties the game at
A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it was capped off by a 12-yard touchdown run. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this out to the 29. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Mahomes gets it out quickly, and it's complete out wide. They'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Straight ahead is Hall. And he stopped immediately there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
3rd down, the Colts beefing up the secondary. 6 defensive backs in the game. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Chief linemen might have moved. That was a 3rd and somewhat manageable now, not so manageable.
Exactly, because you had a play call on that you felt like, hey, this could go quick, and it doesn't take much to get it done. Now, you got to start thinking about a little bit of a deeper route type of a call, especially if you want to throw it.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 12 yards in a Kansas City first.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
I don't care how many times we see it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be second down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. In that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Mahomes going to fire quickly to Worthy. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down.
Boy, everything clicking on this drive. He's 4 for 4 now, and that throw, maybe the best of the bunch. This offense is really humming, and they pick up another first down.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's second down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Now a 2nd and 6. Ball on to give up the middle. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Mahomes now to throw. He's going to be sacked back to the 23-yard line. Brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. The defense, they brought the house. That O-line, they were overwhelmed.
To put it mildly, because they didn't have enough bodies to block all the guys that came at them. Their best move, how they would have been better served, just turn around and yell, "Look out!" because here they come.
So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. Butker's kick here is good. And with that, they take the lead here, 20-17. So a response there to the touchdown of the opening drive of this third quarter as they're able to reclaim the lead.
And I think you'll take that because obviously you'd like to be able to match them touchdown for touchdown, but the first order of business was to get the lead back, and they've done that. Now you want to give a good pep talk to your defense to take it from there.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Throwing Rivers. That's going to be taken in by Downs. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
That's good for the Colts. First down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Now Rivers. Throw taken in by Taylor left side. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be second down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
It's a gain of 3 on what will be the final play of this third quarter. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Rivers will try to pick it up himself. And he is going to have a Colts first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
If they get a game-changing score on this drive, it's going to be because of plays like that. That run was pure heart. Took it himself, found a way to reset the downs, and advance the ball.
Motion, JC!
Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's George Karlaftis greeting him behind the line with a big stop.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about his desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Motion man right, that's Pierce. Rivers to throw it. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. And if you're thinking field goal from here, it's 48 yards. I think they'd like to get him a little help now on 3rd down and move it closer. He'll try and do this himself. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Rivers looking a little nimble there as he picks up a first down.
First down and 10 yards to go.
He's been making himself a weapon as a runner, and the results, they've been welcomed by his offense. My question is about the defense we're watching right now, partner. Even after he got him with a scramble earlier this drive, they still aren't devoting enough attention to him. I would expect that after that carry, they'll do a much better job going forward, spying on it.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor from 10 yards out. And the Colts have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. This has definitely been a back-and-forth affair, and now they have the lead here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, and they gave up the field goal on that last drive, as we remember, but it felt like their offense told them, don't worry about it, we got your backs. We'll come back with a touchdown of our own, and they did.
Groupie for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it was all finished off by the Jonathan Taylor touchdown catch. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 26. He'll give it to Hall to start the drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Let's face it, that's just a helpless feeling for a running back there. He's looking up to find a hole, and all he finds is a whole lot of ticked-off linebacker.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Mahomes going to throw. That'll be caught by Rice. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
A gain of 8 yards, and it's 3rd down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Throwing now is Mahomes. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Kansas City Chiefs, first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. They'll get this down to the 38.
You know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They'll send Rice in motion. They go play fake. Mahomes gets this into the hands of Gray, the tight end. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another first down at the Colts 26. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Down to the 25. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 9. Option play, here's Hall. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
I think that run gives us evidence that the defense is getting a little bit tired out there. They've been out in the field for a long time, and that last run, they just cut right through them.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. To throw, it's Mahomes. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort, but instead he sets his guys up in excellent shape for a 1st and goal.
And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Calling no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
They'll run it down with Gray. And he's going to take it for Gray. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Chiefs answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead. But plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead.
Chiefs 27.
A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Touchdown. Here's Butker on to kick it away. There's the flash of Abdullah. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Colts offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in the tightrope. A short completion, just 4 yards. And that'll bring up second down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's first and 10. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and off the play action, he'll look to throw it. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop it for an 8-yard loss. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. Finding Pittman. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
That's a gain of 6.
Short game, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely, this defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. A big play needed, no doubt. 3rd and long. Rivers. And he is caught. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
What a time to come up with a play like that. They're now in field goal range. But the opportunity is also there to try and win the game outright.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's first and 10 now. Here's Rivers. And he's got Pierce. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and didn't save a timeout. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
False start, offense.
Expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
Now 1st and goal. Rivers to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
His running ability has been an extra dimension of their game plan thus far. For once, though, he doesn't create any magic against the front that's prepared for him to try and take off.
From the 10-yard line, here's 2nd and goal. Now Rivers has set up the screen to Taylor. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. This is 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Toward the pylon, caught. He takes it across for a touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow.
Valuable lesson, man. I had to go. That's why I never asked for help.
What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead, and also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win, but they can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts without making any headway.
31, Chiefs 27.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. He spins free. And he returns this to the 22. Here comes Mahomes and the Chiefs. Down 31-27. 26 seconds to go. They've surrendered a double-digit lead, but can rescue themselves late as they come up on 1st down. Mahomes. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Mahomes to throw it. Finding Kelsey. And this is not going to be what they needed. They get a few here, but now 3rd down as the clock runs. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. The sound reverberating here in the dome. This is 3rd down. Mahomes will throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And they will get the conversion on 3rd down, but the clock a more pressing factor. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. This offense still has the one timeout here, remember. 1st and 10. Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You're having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Mahomes finds his man. It's Kelsey on the crossing route here. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout.
Every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know as a defender, it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
Here's 1st and 10. Mahomes. This for all the marbles. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. Well, Charles, a pretty exhilarating finish to the end of this ball game. At the end, the Hail Mary prayers, though, they went unanswered. Could have won it, but couldn't get it done.
Almost fell schoolyard or playground, didn't it? You remember when you called that play? Everybody just go long and try and find someone open. They gave it a shot, but unable to successfully complete it.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Colts are winners as we say so long from Indianapolis.